Before I jump into a deal, I'm gonna give you some of my top investment beliefs, okay? Which I think are important. I'll just tell them to you. I wrote these down last night as I was sitting in my office trying to figure out what to give you guys value today. I think is very, very helpful. Which I already talked about the first one, which is succeeding without developed skills likely lead to extreme failure. Removing all emotion from your buying decision, because this is a logic-based industry and business. So removing all emotion, spending more time and money on diligence. Okay, we spent $15,000 on a property last month we didn't buy in diligence. Okay? And not making impulsive decisions. So, and that's also the decision making is like, what decisions do you want to make on diligence that you're willing to walk away from? You ever heard the term, throwing good money after bad and all that stuff? I think ultimately, it's really making a decision based off the risk, time horizon, energy to say, this is something I want to do or not do. Am I willing, if I do it, to go all the way? Okay? Real estate is more of a business than it is a stock. You guys know what a stock is? Okay, stock is a small piece of ownership in a business, right? Real estate, every single house is what I call a little business. Okay? Every house. They're all little businesses. Okay? So you have to be able to look at a real estate as logically and as a little business. Do I want to buy this business or not? Can I profit on this business or not? Okay? And as a flip, you're looking to buy the business and improve it and sell the business. Is that right? For a profit. How you acquire it might change, and your exit might get wonky, if the time horizon might change, but ultimately that's what you're looking to do. Buy, improve, sell for profit. That's it. Okay? So everything's a little business. If you only own the stock, you own a portion of this little business. Okay? That's all stocks are. They're small portions of businesses, they're small breakdowns of businesses where you can own a portion of, it can appreciate, it can also depreciate, go up or down, right? Same thing with a real estate property. Not nearly the amount of fluctuation as a stock, clearly, because real estate was a lot slower. So it's about more of a 6-month lag than 6 minutes or in trading. But flipping is effectively trading, but you're flipping a portion of the business. So for example, when we have investors investing with us in deals, they're owning a portion of the business, or they're a debt instrument secured against the business, and they own a portion of the upside, or they're going to be paid out based off of their investment into that business itself. These businesses all have what? They have a P&L, they have a balance sheet, right? The P&L is profit and loss, so everything's itemized, right? And so accounting is very important. I'm not going to get into a lot of that stuff today because it's more of just about high level here, but obviously there is a breakdown per deal per property. So a lot of people say, do I have to have an LLC just for one house? The answer is no. The answer is no. You don't need one LLC for one property and do that. It's really about how you feel isolating your risk, though, in that house. So if you have multiple houses that you're holding or flipping, etc., that could be the liability. But ultimately, you don't need one entity per house. It could be that's kind of wild to do that. Unless you're keeping them long term and you want to have them isolated. Or if you're going in like an Airbnb or something like that. Your stamina will be driven by your desire, okay? Because flipping is a very challenging business. It's not black and white, it's not that easy overall, but it's all going to be based off your desire to stay in it and get good at it and get with it, right? We're just talking, I was like, where did you learn construction? She's like, I just started doing it. I'm like, yeah, us too. It's kind of how you learn, okay? So it's a lot of trial by fire. So ultimately today is I want to give you guys the best guidance, and then also who came from SDCIA, in the Creative Investor Association, SDCIA, real producers, or just all our marketing and all that stuff. We market through all these different channels, people from different areas. I'm like a phone call away. Brennan back there, head of acquisitions, is back there. Molly runs dispositions for us. Corey just started working with us on acquisitions. Christina does marketing. We're all available to talk deals and value them and price them out and work with you. So we're all here. So we're down to do deals with you. That's why we're here. All right, cool. I'm gonna jump into an actual deal. You guys wanna do that? Price went up,